Hello, I'm Zahra Abazde, a psychology student and working on the internal displaced aid project. One of the hardest things that we had to deal with during this intervention, that we are personally displaced and we are working with displaced kids. In one of the prompts, we asked kids to paint something they're afraid of. And unfortunately, kids painted their homes in Jnoub. As personally affected with the recent events, we had to have strength and to be able to support the kids. However, it's hard. I mean, how are you supposed to react to such incidents? However, we found strength and we knew that because we have this shared struggle, we are able to understand better. We are able to support better.
Hello, I'm Maher Abbass. I'm a team member of Internal Displaced Aid project. We decided to work with children aging between 7 and 12 years old. After further assessing their situation they're currently living in due to the displacement, we decided to go and implement 3 different workshops mainly related to education, first aid and expressive art.
Hello, I'm Noura Zahra Kabalan. I'm from Messi Jabal, South Lebanon. I'm majoring in petroleum geosciences. Our CSP project was targeting the children that are internally displaced from the southern villages on the border, the Lebanese border between Lebanon and Palestine. First, we were working on another project, but we changed later due to the current circumstances happening on the South Lebanon.
Hello, I am Fatima Zahra Tabaja. I am from the southern borderlines villages from Al Adaise. I worked with my team on the project entitled Internal Displaced Aid. We are very thankful for the Civic Engagement Center as well as the USAID Scholarship for providing us with this opportunity to help our displaced community from southern borderline villages, and in which they provided us with support through each step, with doing our research, with implementing and consulting with the persons that you want.
I'm Hussein Al Ameri from Yemen. I'm a Bitan and I'm part of Bina team. Bina in the future will be including Siraj as a partner for our project to include more volunteers into action. And as you can tell from the name Bina, will not be focused on the educational sector. We'll be expanding to more destroyed buildings until all of Yemen is fixed. And after everything fixed in Yemen, we'll be fixing all the Arab world countries. Like Jessica from our beloved Palestine, it's gonna be Bina for Palestine and Bina for the whole MENA region.
Hello, I am Tasbih Harabasa from Yemen.
And my name is Sharaf Al-Khazan from Yemen as well.
Yeah, and we are responsible for the project Bina. So we came up with the idea of the project Bina, thinking about our educational background, since we're all from the same country, but like from each side that we come from, the education is different. So we thought mainly on focusing on the curriculum, but after that, after discussing it with CCECS, we thought of expanding more to something that is more essential, which became famine. But we wanted our project to be more sustainable, and for other reasons too, we thought of developing the project more to be more related towards education infrastructure.
After coming up with the idea of tackling the educational infrastructure, and after moving from different topics, we decided that we can come up with the most feasible way in order to implement this solution. So we thought of a possible platform that would be able to collect funds and make us able to tackle specific schools in Yemen that we can rebuild again. And by this, we tackled a lot of major pain points within fund disbursements. So speaking of this, you can see that there are a lot of NGOs that are working with Yemen with a lot of funds, but there's a problem within the transparency of these funds and how they are allocated. There's a problem also of how you can gather more funds and make them and incentivize all the stakeholders. So moving from there, we tried with the CECECS to put the right research in place in order to be able to see how this can be feasible. Given that we are from different backgrounds, you have 3 business students actually, 1 computer science and 1 studying archaeology as well. So within our capabilities, Ghassan from the computer science major, he was able to develop us the website, and us as business majors, we worked on the processes and following work. So all in all, now we are within a good milestone within this project, and we're planning to take it a step further later in the future. And thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Mona Jamal, and we are the team that was presenting about the celebratory shooting. Without the help of the CCECS team, we couldn't have done anything in the project. They helped us in every step we've went through. So they helped us in the research and finding the stakeholders that we're gonna resort to in order to implement our project and to the actual implementation. So we're grateful for having them, and thank you so much for all the effort we've put into our project. We're more than happy to have you in our lives, and thank you so much, and that's it.
Hello everyone, I am Mohamed Faour.
And I am Moemen Kabbout.
And we are part of the CSP project titled ومن الفرح ما قتل.
A theatre-based peer education program for public school in Bedawi.
We believe that this project will be able to address the devastating culture of celebratory shooting through visual and observational mechanism, and by having the students live the unfortunate experience of the victims of this harmful practice. And we believe that this will be able to implant an everlasting impression against this criminal behavior.
During our intervention, we faced many challenges, among which is the sensitivity of the topic. So we tried to take testimonials from the people, but unfortunately no one was agreeing to take any video or any recording of their testimonials.
My name is Joelle El Homsi, and I'm from Tunis, and I'm Happy Tomorrow's Leader Scholar. Our project Alarm aims to empower the communities in North Africa to be more prepared to the dangers of natural disasters. With the rising threats of climate change, our project is comprised of two main pillars: the protective and the mitigative pillars. We aim to help our communities be more prepared and more resilient towards natural disasters through comprehensive guides, community awareness, but also a volunteering platform that will help match volunteers with the organizations. We also help to bridge the gap between donations and the need through creating a credible aspect to our project where donors can give money and supplies and services to the affected areas directly. And we try to do this with the help of our volunteers and our civically engaged populations who are willing to help in this project.
Hi, my name is Ines Ghodbane and I am from Algeria. I am part of the Alarm group. Our core values stand for action, learning, advocacy, resilience, and mitigation.
I'm Hagar from Egypt.
And I'm Ines from Algeria.
And we enjoyed today so much, but something we found challenging during our project was how to make it very concise, because we all come from different countries, like 5 different countries, and we wanted to include as much information as possible, but as well as make it digestible. So it was challenging.
And I think something else relates to the team dynamics, because I'm pretty sure that the 5 of us have an assertive leadership sort of a type. But at the end, we moved from that assertive one rather to a collaborate and accommodating one.
Yeah.
I feel like we learned a lot throughout this.
Hi, I'm Kaoutar from Morocco.
And my name is Mohamed Quarouach, and I'm also from Morocco.
So the reason why we picked this project is that it has a very emotional connection to us. So my grandparents were deeply affected by the earthquake when it happened last year. So we picked it and we try to be impactful as much as we can.
So thinking of ways to actually help our communities that were affected by the earthquake, we came up with the idea of Alarm that we presented in Get Engaged, and we will be presenting it in our MIPI meeting too. The main reason why we picked this project is because, as Kaoutar mentioned, we were impacted by it on a personal level. Her grandparents lost their homes and they're currently considered living in tents for temporarily. When it comes to my families thankfully were a bit far from where the earthquake actually happened. However, I remember receiving the news that the earthquake happened in Morocco around 3 a.m. Lebanon time.
It was very stressful. I mean, we were both here in dorms, and then you just receive a call and boom, oh, there's an earthquake. And you can't even contact them because there is no internet, so that was stressful, yeah.
So we had to keep trying to contact our families to make sure everything is fine. Thankfully, all of our families survived. However, their material,
the
their
house,
properties, they got lost, which again motivated us to create our project.
Yes.
Hi everyone, good afternoon from Lebanon. My name is Sharon Atiang. I am from Uganda. I am studying Masters of Science in Rural Community Development. I'm so excited to share with you today about a project called Tuwayemo, which means let's talk, that I pitched during the AUB Engaged. What inspired me to come up with a project? I am a feminist, I am a human rights activist, but above all, I'm so much passionate about socio-economic empowerment of women and young girls. I have experience of domestic work, but also my experience with domestic workers, with migrant domestic workers in Lebanon last year here, pushed me further to come up with a project that is going to impact the lives of intending migrant domestic workers in my country, Uganda, so that they don't experience the aspects of abuse, exploitation that others are going through. Basically, the project is aimed at giving information and education to the intended migrant domestic workers so that they know how to navigate their lives as they get out of their country as pursuing livelihood, improving their livelihood per se, or maybe improving their livelihoods from the country they're at. A special thanks to AUB, first of all. Without American University of Beirut, I wouldn't have even had an experience with migrant domestic workers. But specifically, I want to give thanks to the Center of Civic Engagement at AUB, where they guided us, they mentored us on how to come up with a project presentation. But above all, the Mastercard Foundation scholarship that I'm so proud of and I am under. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to implement the project in June, and I hope that with aid from the Center of Civic Engagement at AUB, we're going to get some little fund to implement the project. I end this by saying women's rights are human rights. Let's observe and protect women's rights. Thank you. I also want to finally thank AUB Engage. Without AUB Engaged, people won't even be able to know the project. Because of AUB Engage, I'm able to pitch my project to peers, to the national, the non-governmental organization and available community-based organizations, so that they are aware of on the ground of what is happening on migrant domestic work, and also to just spread the information overall to the world. Thank you so much, AUB Engage, for this platform.
Hi, I'm Andrew and I'm part of the SMS Social Media Skills for Migrant Domestic Workers Activism. So we come from diverse background of majors, from business to computer science to STEM, and we decided to merge all of these and come out with social media tools to help migrant domestic workers in Lebanon. Migrant domestic workers have been abused of all kinds, physically, sexually, and their voice isn't heard. So we decided to equip them with the best tools to make their voice reach better audience. So what better way than equipping them on social media, since their voice either heard either on TV or social media. We decided to give them a new curriculum to help them on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Emo, and Viber, and most social applications that they use to make their voice heard and tell them how to advocate their own right and what's happening to them.
So basically, our implementation is focused on equipping migrant domestic workers, community leaders with advocacy skills in social media so they can represent themselves instead of having the negative media representation. So we thought that this is a main issue that the community is facing. Basically, in AUB Engage and the Center of Civic Engagement at AUB has helped us to acquire more knowledge and connect us with experts and NGOs that have helped us in this project implementation and to have a very fruitful project implementation.
Hi, my name is Omar from El Media Lab, the Anti-Xenophobia Academy. El Media Lab is a grassroots initiative that aims to revitalize the media scape in the MENA region. Our project specifically targets the anti-xenophobic rhetorics and online hate speech that circulates migrant domestic workers in Lebanon. Our intervention is double-pronged. Phase one, we're hoping to train a diverse cohort of trainees, around 10 or so. Will allow them the space to understand what xenophobia is, how these nuances of the online hate speech intersect with each other and create unique experiences of oppression and privilege. And then the second phase, they will be creating, using their unique talents, of course, like artwork, infographics, videos, and write pieces that we will publish in a Zine, online and offline. Please get in touch if you'd like to be part of our cohort of trainees.
Hi, my name is Tadiwa Nashe Stanley Matamba Nadzo. I'm a mechanical engineering student from Zimbabwe. I'm going to be talking about my project to help migrant domestic workers in Lebanon. So my passion for the project grew when I first came to Lebanon and noticed an issue with migrant domestic workers in Lebanon. From that day on, we started talking to people in this field. So we started talking to NGOs in Lebanon to see the issues that migrant domestic workers are going through. Initially, we didn't know exactly what we're going to tackle, but then the issue came from 2020 when the COVID-19 pandemic came, and then the Beirut port and the economic collapse, which slowed down our implementation, which made us implement our project in 2023. And we were able to train migrant domestic workers with computer skills that can use to get extra cash on side jobs or run their small businesses to improve their lives. So today we pitched our idea at AUB Engage, a platform which helps us project our idea and our project to the rest of the world so that they can see the faults of the kafala system and be able to support our project to help more people in the country. I would like to thank the Mastercard Foundation for the seed funding to implement our project, which helped a lot of migrant domestic workers in the country. And we'd like to thank the Civil Engagement Office for directing us during our implementation, helping us talk to the right partners, to the right offices at AUB to make our implementation possible.
Hello everyone. I am Sadaf Osmani, a senior PSP student. Today I presented in the third panel of AUB Engage, my project, Gardens of Light, Strengthening Resilience Among Children in Afghanistan. This project of mine is my own experience and I've lived through it. It did not become Gardens of Light overnight. It started with Children and Peace in Afghanistan, and then play therapy in Lebanon, and now it has evolved to Gardens of Light. The goal of this project is to instill in young people the value of communal living and also enhance their emotional and social welfare within the unstable situation that they are forced to live in. Coming from a background that was immersed in conflict and war, this project instilled in me to become an advocate for change and to help myself and also the people around me. And I would like to thank AUB Engage and CCECS for organizing this event that gave me a chance to express my thoughts and present my capstone to the AUB students. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Godiolla Akimana and I'm from Burundi. I'm a senior student majoring in environmental health. My project is titled Smart Farm, Drought Proofing and Addressing Malnutrition. So the project aims mainly to address the issue of malnutrition, which has root causes as climate change, mainly that's compromised the agricultural production and the people are not unable to produce enough that can allow them to make a balanced diet, hence the issue of malnutrition. So the main objective of the project will be mainly establish a center through which I can train the local farmers, mainly those that are vulnerable to malnutrition, either they had a child who had malnutrition or they're susceptible to having it, so that they can learn more innovative agricultural production, agricultural methods such as those that are climate resilient, so they can ultimately produce more food to feed the family, especially have a balanced diet. So as part of the implementation project so far, I have participated in the Ensun Get Engaged conference where I was able to pitch my project and won a micro grant to kickstart activities. So my sincere appreciation to the Mastercard Foundation that allowed me to be a student at AUB and develop my project. My sincere appreciation also to the Center for Civic Engagement, but also my appreciation to AUB Engaged that provide me the platform to share my project with my peers. And then finally, I'm so excited to graduate and go back home, kickstart the activities and achieve my lifelong aspiration to address the issue of malnutrition that continues to claim the lives of many children in my village. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Layal Al Challah and I'm a MEPI Scholar student from Syria, and today I presented my project, The Seven Gates of Damascus, and the AUB Engage Forum. I had a lot of substantial help from the CCECS and the AUB Engage staff, where I got constructive criticism and advice on how to move on with my project and ways I can implement it. My project aims to preserve the Syrian culture and Syrian identity through a virtual immersive experience. So I was able to bring home back to the Syrian diaspora that live outside of Syria.
My name is Bushiratu from Ghana. I'm a Master's in Public Health student here at AUB. And today I presented my project title, Empowered Ghana, with my colleague Haajaratu Alhassan, also a MasterCard Foundation scholar from Ghana. From 2022, currently, we have been working on educational interventions in Ghana with our startup non-profit organization, which we initiated in 2020 with assisting students with learning materials, constructing of a community library in one of the communities in northern Ghana, forming reading clubs, 6 reading clubs currently running since 2023, and also engaging in youth empowerment workshop for students transitioning from secondary school. Over the years of working experience in this particular education sector in the communities in northern Ghana, we have noticed a transitioning gap. A free education ends at secondary school in Ghana. Therefore, we as students of AUB and getting the opportunity of AUB Engage mentors, we have been able to come out with this intervention called Empowered Ghana, which is going to help bridge the gap of transitioning from secondary school to tertiary and colleges, and also giving these particular students skills to be able to go ahead in life, to be able to bridge the gap in transitioning, and also provide skills for them who will come back so that they'll be able to come back to their communities as game changers. Empowered AD is going to be a 1-year mentorship program for students who immediately graduated from secondary school and assisting them with digital tools, a traditional one-on-one mentoring, and also a digital learning platform where they'll be able to access opportunity, interview readiness, and among other tailored curriculum to their needs, and also helping them to give back to the society once they undergo the process. At the end of the 1-year project, they'll be able to have opportunity to go to tertiary, and at the end of the day, we'll be breaching that particular gap we are talking about here. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Hussein Rachini, 4th year computer engineering student at AUB, and our project titled Engineering Retention, Robotics-Based STEM Education in Public Schools aims to foster experiential learning to encourage students to continue their studies in public schools. Our project was inspired by our experience during school education, where we sometimes feel demotivated due to the traditional curricula. So we decided to integrate STEM education, especially robotics and other engineering fields, in the traditional curricula. AUB Engage Forum was instrumental to our project by providing valuable info and expertise mentoring sessions that enhanced our project implementation.
Hello, my name is Ahmad Konainah, and today I presented in the AUB Engage my project, the Refugee Virtual Academy, which is a project to empower Syrian refugees in Lebanon to access higher education despite all the challenges they are facing. I think the AUB Engage Forum helped me gain visibility and exposure to my project, and many people after the presentation told me that it is a great project and they wanted to partner with me because we can do something for the greater good and we can create a positive impact in the education field.
Hi everyone, my name is Yelda Muradi and I presented my project in the 5th panel of AUB Engage today, which is called Yelda, a woman's solace for building resilience in Afghanistan. This project is to provide psychosocial and educational support for female Afghan students, both inside and outside Afghanistan. Since Taliban authority shattered all girls' schools and the girls are not allowed to go to schools and universities and to educate themselves, so we have planned to create this project in order to help them look for opportunities outside the country and also to know how to have these opportunities and win these opportunities. And also we provide psychosocial support where they have the motivation to live on and to apply for these scholarships. So AUB Engaged helped me a lot with this project. They have helped me throughout the process in order to clear out my mission and vision, and also to bring this project into a platform of AUB Engage.
Hi everyone, I'm Joelle El Homsi, currently a senior computer science student at AUB. My community service project is tackling GBV in Lebanon, specifically in a Palestinian refugee camp which is Al Jalil in Doaa Al Bekai. Every day we're hearing heartbreaking news about women in Lebanon and around the world exposed to any kind of violence, psychological, physical, sexual. And so we decided to take an immediate action by empowering women and giving them self-defense classes as well as personal alarms that could help them and give them a few precious seconds. So thanks to AUB Engage, we had a platform, we had the right network to market our intervention and get enough support from local NGOs to help us actually implement our intervention. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm Helan Ahmed. With my teammate Marwa, today we had our capstone project on Down the Honor All to combat honor killing in Algeria and Iraq with the support of AUB and CCECS. Coming out of the honor all required us very thorough research to build an intervention that can be applicable in both Algeria and Kurdistan Iraq. We thank CCECS and also AUB for giving us this opportunity and first-hand experience on how to apply what we learned in our major and throughout our academic university years, from civic engagement, extracurricular activities to academics. Thank you, AUB. I'm grateful to be part of AUB Engage, and I'm looking forward to implementing my project in my home country.